is a sort of brine. So you marinate the lamb, it absorbs the soy sauce, makes the lamb supernaturally moist, supernaturally flavorful, and it's an Asian twist on this very ancient tradition. Westerners aren't the only grill masters to use the technique of brining. The soy sauce and ginger marinades of the Orient are also a sort of brine. Case in point, this butterfly leg of lamb grilled and served in the style of Korea. The recipe may seem complicated, but it's actually just a series of simple steps. This is a boned leg of lamb. You can order it from your butcher shop. And the process of butterflying, you make horizontal slices of the lamb, two but not through the end, and open it up to turn what starts as a thick, round piece of meat into a flat sheet of meat that grills like a steak. Step number 2, the marinade. The marinade starts with that triumvirate of Asian aromatics: fresh ginger, fresh garlic, and scallions. Next, add sugar for sweetness and puree these ingredients. Now add your liquid ingredients: soy sauce, sesame oil, and add dry white wine or sake. Last of all, a little black pepper. And process the mixture until smooth. And pour a third of the marinade into a baking dish. And you'll notice I'm working over ice to keep the meat cold and safe. And pour the remaining marinade on top. Marinating time is at least 4 hours or as long as overnight. The longer, the richer the flavor. Tonight I'm working on what's called a kamado cooker. It's also called a ceramic cooker. It originated in Asia. And the cooker has these thick ceramic walls, which are great for holding in the heat and moisture. Also has these large vents at the bottom and top, which enable you to go from a very low heat to a very high heat in a matter of minutes. And we'll cook the lamb in a two-step process. First, searing it on both sides over a high heat, and then I'll bank the heat way down and we'll slow roast it until medium. Here's the lamb, and we'll arrange it on the grill. You'll open the bottom vent wide for maximum heat. Remember, always more oxygen, more heat, less oxygen, less heat. We'll sear the lamb on one side first, and actually you can just rotate it around so it sears evenly. Searing time about 3 to 4 minutes, then we'll turn it over, sear the other side, then close the lid, close down the vent holes so it slow roasts over charcoal. Once the lamb is seared on the bottom, you can turn it over and sear it on the other side. And if the heat gets too ferocious, all you need to do is close that vent a little bit. Idea here is we sear in the juices, then lower the heat to cook the lamb through. Once the bottom of the meat is seared, close the kamado cooker, close down the vents to obtain a temperature of about 325 to 350 degrees. This process is more akin to indirect grilling. Cooking time will be about 30 minutes. Meanwhile, let me show you how to make the sauce. Like most Korean sauces, this one features a contrast of sweet in the form of sugar, salty in the form of soy sauce, and nutty in the form of sesame seeds. For another touch of sweetness, add chopped Asian pear, sake or rice wine, and black pepper, and finely chopped scallion. Now whisk the ingredients together until the sugar is completely dissolved. And you always want to check the seasoning. Wow, the crunch of the sesame seeds and Asian pear is really nice. Let's check on the meat. Now, I took the marinade from the lamb and boiled it down with a little butter, and we'll use this mixture to baste the meat. So simply brush it on top of the meat. We'll continue cooking the lamb for about another 15 minutes. The lamb should be done, and it sure looks done. 2 tests for doneness. The poke test, it feels firm to the touch, and of course you can use your instant read meat thermometer just to make sure. Into the thickest part of the lamb, we're looking for about 160 degrees. Tent it with foil. Meanwhile, let's grill the Asian pears. You can brush with a little bit of that lamb basting sauce. Give each pear a quarter turn. Grill marks, grill marks. It's all about the grill marks. Here's how you put it all together. On a romaine lettuce leaf, you place a slice of lamb and an Asian pear and a little bit of dipping sauce. Then you kind of fold the whole thing into a little bundle. The combination of lamb and Asian pear is a knockout. So there you have it. Bourbon brine pork chops, turkey with Cajun injector sauce, and butterflied leg of lamb in the style of Korea. Now you know the secret of brining. See you next time.